All right, guys, we're gathered here this evening to get through 25 CISSP practice questions. Let's get started. Question number 1. Once a year, a full evaluation is conducted to evaluate the effectiveness of existing security within a company. Controls are evaluated and a final report is created. Who handles this kind of activity?
Ready.
All right, what do you got?
Charlie.
Now, for me, if that were security auditor,
It could be Delta. Could be Delta.
yeah, I'm leaning towards Delta. But an auditor is an auditor. They're going to be auditing the system from a security perspective. Well, that's a bit tricky.
Controls are evaluated. Final report is submitted. That will be submitted. That final report will be submitted to senior manager, I would assume, from the security auditor or system auditor, based off how they worded it.
But who conducts the audit and or evaluates the controls and creates the final report? That would be the auditor. Senior management would have the report reported to them, but they're not going to create it. Yeah, I'm going to have to go with systems auditor. All right, number 2, MD5 produces a blank bit digest. That's message digest 5. That's a hashing function. This is muscle memory, and I have no idea.
I think it's, I'm ready.
All right, go for it.
I think it's D.
For a hashing function, 128 for hashing?
Yeah, this is a guess though, but I feel like I've seen it maybe.
Okay, all right. We'll trust your judgment. All right, number 3, the preservation of a secure state in the event of failure is referred to as what? Yeah, we've seen this before.
I'm ready.
Yep, go for it.
Yeah.
It's A.
Yeah, Alpha.
Fail secure. Number 4, which entity provides formal authorization on access decisions? This is a layup.
I'm ready.
Go for it.
A.
Data owner.
Yep.
Sometimes they say just owner, but we know it's the owner, not the custodian. The custodian implements security in compliance with how the owner classified it. Number 5, protecting evidence and providing accountability for who handled it at different steps during the investigation is referred to as what?
Yeah, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Yep, go for it.
Delta.
Chain of custody. Yep, there you go. Number 6, how is Kerberos a single sign-on technology? Yeah, this is straightforward.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yep, go for it.
Charlie?
I'm thinking alpha.
Yeah, I'm thinking Alpha too, but I had to read that one twice.
Yeah. Kind of guessing on this one, to be honest.
Yeah, it's definitely for Kerberos.
I always forget the Kerberos stuff.
Yeah, they're not kept in memory. With Kerberos, you have the ticket granting service that issues a ticket granting ticket every time you want to access a different a different network resource. With Sesame, it uses the privileged attribute certificates. It uses certificates, whereas Kerberos uses tickets. All right, number 7, the 1987 Montreal Protocol dealt primarily with which of the following items? Yeah, I'm gonna take a guess here. Anybody ready?
Yeah.
We had this one. I just can't remember.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen this before.
I think it's Halon. We know that.
It was Alon, I think. Yeah. It
Yeah,
was
Yeah.
Alon.
Halon was replaced by FM 200, and I think
Mhm.
Montreal jumped on this before the United States did, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. That's a gas used to put out fire. Halon depletes the ozone layer, and it can be harmful to humans. There's 2 versions of it. The older version, I think it's 1211, that if you have it in a fire extinguisher or in any type of fire prevention system, you have to get rid of it immediately. But if you have Halon version 1301, you can keep it, but the next time you change, you have to move to FM 200.
On the ships, they still have that in the Navy ships.
They still have Halon.
Yeah.
It's got
We
to be
did our drills on it. Mom did.
1301. Then they can't have the older one. All right, number 8. What is the purpose of the data link layer?
I'm ready.
Yeah, this is a layup.
Yeah, I'm ready.
It's Charlie.
Yep. Framing packets before they go to the physical layer onto a wire or fiber optic cable. Actually, wait a minute. Okay, yeah. Data syntax would be for the presentation layer before it goes up to the application layer. All right, number 9, data classified according to which of the following classifications could cause damage to national security if disclosed in an unauthorized manner. We've seen this before. Cause damage. All right, go for it.
It's Charlie.
Confidential, secret, or top secret. Anybody disagree?
No.
All right, here we go. Number 10, which of the following is a role for users in data asset security? Yeah, we've seen this one several times. Anybody?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right.
Bravo.
Bravo. Performing duties within their responsibility is all users really can do. They're only responsible for themselves. Make sure they comply with the security policy. Number 11, blank includes activities to test and validate system capability and functionality and outlines actions that can be taken to return the system to normal operating conditions and prepare the system against future outages. Blank includes.
I'm ready.
Yeah, go for it.
I'll go for B.
Bravo. That's what I'm thinking. Anyone else?
I agree.
Okay. All right, number 12. Should kernel level flaws be a significant concern if found during a security assessment, and why? Yeah, this is a layup.
Yeah, I'm ready.
All
I'm
right.
ready.
Delta.
Yeah, I'll go for Delta.
Yes, it is a significant concern because Successful exploit could give the attacker system level access. Number 13, if a system development lifecycle methodology is inadequate, the most serious risk is likely to be that the project, what?
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Okay, go for it.
I'm going for D.
And I'm going for D as well.
Yeah, I was kind of looking at Bravo exceeding cost estimates, but ultimately failing to meet business and user needs is, I think, the most important, the most serious risk. All right, number 14, to get management's support and approval of the plan, a business case must be made. Which of the following is least important to this business case?
I'm ready.
Yeah, this is a layup. Go for it,
I'll go for Charlie.
Charlie. How other companies deal with these issues. Stay in your lane. Number 15, which of the following network topologies is composed of a single cable that runs the entire length of the network upon which each node resides and in which each station can observe and hence accept or ignore each packet sent? This is a new one for us. One cable, every
I'm
node is
ready.
connected to it. Plus.
I'm ready.
Okay, go for it.
I'm going for Star.
All right.
But I
I
could
was,
be wrong.
I was going for Bravo.
Yeah,
Bravo.
a single cable star would have more than just one cable. A tree would have more than one cable. Both a ring and a linear bus would have just one cable. A ring topology is going to use a token. This doesn't mention anything about a token. And that token would prevent collisions when multiple devices try to communicate at the same time. Yeah.
I never heard of tree before. There's mesh. I think
Yeah.
that's a made up.
Yeah, that could be a red herring. There's a tree structure for databases, but yeah, I don't think that's applicable to topology. Number 16, Jeff is a manager at a financial institution. He needs to make a decision on the best database model to implement within his environment. The data relationship type his applications require is one to many. Which of the following would be the best model for Jeff to choose? One to many.
I'm ready. I'm taking a guess.
Okay, go for it.
I think it's A. I'm not really good on databases, but that's my guess.
Yeah, I know with hierarchical databases, a parent can have many children, but a child can only have one parent.
Yeah, that's what I was leaning towards, based off of how that's structured.
That one
Taking
to
more
many is
B.
kind of leaning me in that direction. Although a tree, you would start with one and then you'd branch off to many in order to know the data. In order to find the data you're looking for, you got to know which branch to go down. Oh, I'm kind of torn between hierarchical and tree. Anybody else? All right, I'll stick my neck out on a limb, pun intended. Here we go. Number 17. A coffee company has created a new and unique way to package their products. Which of the following should they pursue? A way to package their products.
I'm ready.
Yeah, me too.
Go for it.
I'll go for a B.
Mm.
Now, a patent is a device that solves a problem.
Picking alpha.
A new and unique way to package their products.
Yeah.
I don't think you patent a package, a method of.
But the way I was reading this one, I thought like when you create like new technology or something, you're trying to, I guess I was assuming that they're trying to package it a certain way where they have a specific package. And then that's the way I was looking at it.
Yeah, I'm
So
kind of.
the trademark like McDonald's or Starbucks,
Yeah,
or any
trade
other company, that unique way, you know that's a Starbucks cup. That's a,
Yeah.
any other company. So
Oh yeah.
trademark and copyright come with trademark is more about logos, symbols, and copyright is about copying material rights.
You see,
So as a
that's what I was
process,
thinking too. That's why I was like, I don't think it could be trademark because you're talking
yeah,
about those logos and stuff. You're just it's like a brand.
yep, branding is what trademark involves. You're right.
So we can eliminate Charlie and Delta. We're on the fence between trademark and patent. Now, for patent, I would patent a product, not the packaging for that product. I think for that reason, I'm kind of leaning towards trademark. But if the way,
yeah, I
I'm
mean, if
sorry.
the question was asking, what is a unique way they can package a product, and how can they protect it from being copied, or
Yeah.
someone else taking their idea, and okay, it would be a patent, or you can possibly look at a case for copyright.
Yeah, Derek, I told myself I wouldn't go against Super Steve, but I think you present a compelling argument. So we'll put this one on you. All right. Number 18. My system will respond. Here we go. All right. Yeah, which attack inserts an irrational value into an oversized packet, making it difficult for the destination router to reassemble it?
I'm ready. I've seen this a billion times.
Oh, yeah,
In like every it's D.
teardrop.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it was kind of sounding like a buffer overflow for a minute there.
This is like in Security Plus, CYSA, and Pentest. I saw on all three, I think.
Okay. All right, number 19. Alice, Bob, and many of their colleagues have spent months constructing a business continuity plan for their enterprise. What is the first test of their findings that should be conducted? We've seen this one. So layup. Go for it.
It's a
Checklist. Checklist, then structured walkthrough, simulation, and parallel. Then after parallel, it'd be a full
full interruption.
you know. Number 20, which of the following is the least important aspect of resource provisioning? You're going to provision resources, you're going to allow access to them.
Ready,
I'm ready.
Okay, go for it.
Charlie.
Yeah, I'll go for Charlie. That was just an odd one out there.
Expands enterprise capacity. Okay.
It just that one looks like it just doesn't fit because I don't know why a new resource would. Why would they even care?
So let's look at this. Which of the following least important aspect of resource provisioning is that if you provision resources, we're not talking about procuring resources. We're talking about provisioning.
I think it's A.
A kind of didn't make sense to me too, but I just went with C.
Because it's stating that what is least important. I mean,
Least important.
security should be important, but we're talking about resources here. So properly secure for deployment. I don't know. Thinking A.
Yeah, but then a resource can also be the new system. So I'm going with C because
Yeah, I'm still going for my original too. C.
Okay. All right. I'll follow you guys on this one. I'm not sure.
all right, it's me and Steve.
Yeah, everybody's on the hook tonight. All right, 21. The blank translates source code one command at a time for execution on a computer. Yeah, we haven't seen this one yet, but this is a layup.
Yeah, ready.
All right, go for it.
Charlie.
Yeah, say Charlie.
No, anybody else?
I know it's not a compiler.
Yeah, it's not a compiler, it's an interpreter.
Ah,
To compile source code to machine code, you use either an interpreter or a compiler. A compiler, you write all the code and then hit enter, and it would compile it all at once. An interpreter compiles it on the fly as it's being written. And this says translate source code one command at a time for execution. That one command at a time implies to me interpreter. Interpreted.
That's good to know.
Interpreted languages are much slower to run than compilers because they have to be interpreted at runtime. All right, 22. Which of the following represents the best approach to implementing a security program? Layup.
Alrighty.
Go for it.
A.
Top down. Senior management's approval. Otherwise, just a cheerleader with pom poms. And for some of us, a not so good looking cheerleader. All right, number 23, which of the following uses a photoelectric device to trigger an alert? Photoelectric.
We've seen this one. I can't even remember. I think we got it wrong.
I'm thinking it's either Charlie or Delta.
I'm thinking Delta.
Photo is visual.
So photoelectric, it's more like, or like a photovoltaic cell, which depends on light. So
So it
I
could
was
see a
thinking
flame.
Delta because
It can't see smoke. It could see a flame.
Yeah, I think it's flame because photoelectric like photons.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. I'll
I
take.
think we picked smoke and we got it wrong or something else last time.
All right. It's me and Steve, but more Steve than me on this one.
Yeah. When you said that, that was my hint. I was, oh yeah, it just jogged the memory.
That was your hint to stick your neck out just a little bit farther than mine.
Yeah.
All right. 24. Micro probing is an attack that would most likely be targeted towards which of the following? Micro probing. Geez, I don't know. Micro probing. I don't know what that is. I'm trying to break that word down. Micro.
I'm taking a guess.
Okay. All right, go for it.
I'm going for A. Just because I don't really have a reason, but it doesn't seem. I think of probing like somebody kind of like sneaking around trying to like ping stuff.
Yeah. On a micro level.
I don't see any
Like a
reason why they
cipher
would probe
lock.
a cipher lock. Maybe a cipher lock, but
Cipher lock is the most secure kind of lock.
Yeah, exactly. I think of like those GSA classified safes. I'm like, I don't think you're gonna probe that. Maybe you do because there's a micro probing, and that's the way you break it. 'Cause I know those locksmiths, they can break them.
All right.
It's either A or C. That's what I was thinking. I don't even know what RAS algorithm is.
Remote access server algorithm.
Oh, hmm.
Huh. All right. I think I'm kind of leaning towards Charlie or Delta.
I'm still sticking with my A. I'm probably wrong, but
Why
Yeah,
smart
I'm gonna
card?
go A.
because
I feel like
smart card, I think it's a chip or something like that, and there's like
Yeah,
a side channel type attacks or something like that.
yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like I've seen micro probing in relation to smart cards somewhere.
Yeah,
I feel like
because
I've
I think
read it. I feel like I've read it somewhere.
Okay.
it was in my BOSIN, and I may have seen it in the real thing. I don't know.
I'm convinced. I think Derek and Steve are on the same level here, so I'm going to take your guys' advice and feel good about it. All right, 25. What is a SALT and what is it used for in a Linux or Unix system?
Already.
Man, that's fast. Give us a second, too. Good grief.
Yeah, I just match words right here, and it's automatic.
All right, anyone else ready?
Yep.
Go for it.
It's
Yep.
B.
Bravo.
Yeah, I was always of the impression that a nonce was used for encryption and salts were used for hashing. And I've
Wait,
seen
wait,
this.
wait. Can you repeat that?
I was always of the opinion that, or of the understanding that nonce, a random number used only once, is used for the encryption process, and that salts were used for a one-way function like a hashing algorithm. That was my understanding, but I've seen this question before, and I chose delta because it's the only one that had a hashing that had hashing involved in it, and it was wrong.
Yeah, because salt is like, think of it as a padding that they add to the actual password so that, and then encrypt it so that even if it's compromised, because you can still decrypt the password from a registry. So the salt is what will make it difficult for somebody, even on a compromised system, to decrypt and know the actual value of the password.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
always look at salt as like random. When I saw random, I was like, oh, it has to be that. And then there's something exactly what you were saying about the hash.
Okay. Yep, I agree. All right, guys. I think we did pretty good on this one. 88, not too bad. Thought we did a little bit better though. Let's see, system auditors, we got that one right. System auditors are responsible for providing continual feedback to senior management on the overall effectiveness of security controls, whether they be internal or external. Thank you for that one, Steve. The Message Digest 5, MD5, always produces 128-bit digest value size. MD5 is a hashing algorithm created by Ron Rivest, who also developed or helped develop the RSA, the first asymmetric cryptographic algorithm. Let's see, a system that enforces a fail secure state ensures that the system rolls back to a secured state if a security breach were to occur. I think we've selected fail safe in the past. Let's fail secure. This one's a layup. Data owner ultimately decides who can access the data sets that they are responsible for protecting. Properly following the chain of custody for evidence is crucial for it to be admissible in court. You got to document how you collect the information, how you store it, how you transfer it, who you transfer it to, and before you present it in court. But you have to have that all of that information documented. Kerberos single sign-on technology. The user enters his credentials one time and obtains a ticket granting ticket. The user uses the ticket granting ticket each time he needs to communicate to a network resource. We got this one right. Halon has been identified as a chemical that can deplete the ozone layer and produce toxic chemicals at extremely high temperatures, which can kill humans. The 1987 Montreal Protocol states that halon should no longer be used as a fire suppression agent. Data link layer, layer 2 of the OSI model, is in most cases is the only layer that understands the environment the system is working it. Whether it be Ethernet, token ring, wireless, or connecting to a WAN. The layer 2, the data link layer, is the only layer of the OSI that has 2 sub-layers. LLC is the uppermost sub-layer. MAC, I believe, is the lower one. Within the U.S. Department of Defense and the Department of State, these categories have official designation as having varying impact on national security, confidential, secret, and top secret. Users can only perform duties within their responsibility. We got this one wrong. Reconstitution includes activities. So the activation/notivation phase describes the process of activating the plan based on outage impacts and notifying recovery personnel. The recovery phase details a suggested course of action for recovery teams to restore system operations at an alternate site or using contingency capabilities. The final phase, reconstitution, includes activities to test and validate system capability and functionality and outlines actions that can be taken to return the system to normal operation conditions and prepare the system against future outages. Should kernel level flaws be a significant concern? Yes, because you can give the attacker system level control. And we got this one right. Although all of the answers are risks of an inadequate systems development lifecycle methodology, the first and most devastating is the new that the new system will not meet business or user needs and requirements, more so than exceeding cost estimates. Let's see. Although it is a good idea to investigate and learn about how other companies are dealing with similar issues, it is the least important of the 4 items listed. A linear bus topology, all stations are connected by a single wire and can observe all traffic as it passes down the bus, accepting or ignoring it depending on the destination address. Though it supports Ethernet, the linear bus topology is not a commonly used topology because a single wire introduces a single point of failure for the entire network, and you could have collisions. Most Ethernet networks use CSMA to prevent collisions, and token ring or ring networks use tokens to prevent collisions. Oh goodness, yeah, we're torn between tree and hierarchical. This one's on me. A hierarchical database model combines records and fields that are related in a logical tree structure. In a hierarchical database, the parents can have one child and many children, or no children. And I said that, but still chose wrong. All right. Yeah, we got this one right. Thanks, Derek. I think this one was on you. Trademarks are legal rights to logos, names, or packaging that offer a distinguishing identity for a company. If the coffee company believes its packaging idea will become instantly recognizable, it should apply for a trademark. And this one was on Stephen. Oversized packets must be disassembled by a router and then reassembled at their destination. A teardrop attack inserts a confusing value in the packet that makes it virtually impossible for the final routing device to reassemble it. Checklist is the first one we should do. That was a layup. Hey, we got this one right, dealing with resource provisioning. New resources may be provisioned for virtually any purpose, whether to expand a business unit's capacity or, in the case of a security control, to more properly constrain it. In any case, new systems must be properly secure and or secured for deployment and tracked as deployed hardware and software assets. Interpreters translate one command at a time during execution, as opposed to compilers and assemblers, which translate source code for the whole application into executable code before being executed. So you write all the code and then you execute it, whereas interpreters execute on the fly, which make them slower. Top-down approach makes upper management responsible for driving the program to success. We guessed wrong on this one. We were torn between the two, but yep, I'll take the blame on this one. Smoke-activated detectors use photoelectric optical detectors to detect changes in light intensity. The smoke would block the light intensity. Okay, that makes sense. I thought the fact that they could see, they'd be able to see flames, but okay. Yeah, you guys were right about this one. Super Steve and Super Derek. Microprobing is an invasive attack used on smart cards where the card's surface is exploited in order to alter the integrated circuit. The protective coating on the card circuit is stripped away and the attacker taps directly into the circuit. Microprobing. Yeah, assault is a value that adds randomness to the process of encrypting passwords. All right, that's it, guys. All right, thanks for joining. Appreciate you. We'll go again this Saturday at 12 noon Eastern Time.
All right, later.
Yep, take care, everybody.
Good night.